This is Hsuan-Ting from Furucombo. I'm the CEO of the company, and thanks for having me to join the Reimagine.
Hello, and welcome to Reimagine 2021. This is our 9th conference in a monthly series of events, bringing you nothing but the best projects, bright minds, and leaders in this space. We have an exciting theme and topic for this month, which is Game of Chains, Battle for the Throne, discussing about layer ones, protocols, networks, the pros and cons, and having some fun. For all of you to understand kind of why everybody's doing their own thing or why they're building within a certain ecosystem. And I think we highlight that so everybody can get educated and really kind of dive into the various blockchain technologies and solutions available. So we've been fortunate enough to invite many talented individuals and teams to come speak with us, providing updates, insights, and all the above. And that's happening in crypto. I'll be your host today, Adam, from the MouseBelt team, where we focus on early stage investments through our accelerator or providing development support to a number of growing projects, as well as education within our MouseBelt University program. Our main objective and goals are increasing adoption, use cases, real world applications, pretty straightforward. We want to see people using these things, understanding these things, and really getting a grasp as much as we can, because it is the future. So we seek to educate our audience on blockchain by helping them understand crypto's real impact. So everybody tuning in, again, thank you for following us, supporting us over the last year. I have an exciting guest today. First appearance at the Reimagine conference, and we're happy to have CEO of Furucombo, Hsuan-Ting Chu, and we'll go by Chu for the rest of the way. How you doing? Thank you for coming on the show and talking with me.
I'm good. Thanks for having me here. The title of the event is pretty awesome. Very exciting about this.
Exactly. And I think, we're going to get into it, but for those watching Furucombo and kind of that ecosystem, they do work with various protocols, which we'll dive into in a bit to understand maybe why they chose them and maybe how the integration is going and the purpose of that. So without further ado, Chu, everybody has an exciting Bitcoin story of how they fell down the rabbit hole, how they got into crypto blockchain. And, we'd obviously love to hear yours. So please give us some insight into maybe what you did before and then how you ended up in crypto and how Furucombo came to light.
Yeah, this is a great question and also my favorite question. And seems like a, must ask question, like what's your Bitcoin story? Or did you start with white paper or, what's your story? So I started a company Dingo maybe 7 years ago. And at the very beginning, we are building mobile payment system for the USA banks or also USA retail users. So the reason that we are building that is because we want to use technology to help people to transfer their assets in a more efficient way and also safer and then cheaper. So compared to your banks, the mobile payments will be a better solution. So during the cooperation with the bank in the USA and also a lot of different banks around the globe, we found out that the banking system is a very ancient one, and then it's about like 30 years old. So at the end of 2017, we decided to pivot to blockchain, to use blockchain, this kind of technology, as our backend to run the whole payment system. So that's how we decided to pivot from the mobile payment to blockchain. And how do I know blockchain? Since 2012, before 2012. I used to participate in a NASA program called SITE or SITEA, something like that. It's a program that they encourage you to download a screen saver and then help them to calculate the data they collect from the outer space and then try to find the aliens. So this is something like edge computing or cloud computing in a engine stage. After that, my friend says, hey, there's something called Bitcoin. This is really similar to, download something and then use your computer to calculate something. I'll say, oh, okay, I like to use my computer to calculate something. So I just run Bitcoin. But at the point, I don't know what is Bitcoin, or I don't know where's the, what is the white paper. I just download it and then, run it. After several months, I decided to close it. I didn't feel like, oh, what is Bitcoin? So I just closed it. But I remember very clearly, 2013, the Bitcoin price is at around like 1,000 per Bitcoin. I sold it on Coinbase. Coinbase is my first exchange I use. So I think, oh, this is crazy. How come those data or those stuff, I don't know what to call, on my computer worth this much money? So I decided to cash out half of them to see is it real. And then the money shows up in my bank account. I was like, oh, holy shit, Bitcoin is real. This is something huge. So that brings my attention to what is a Bitcoin, what is blockchain. Yeah, so that's why I know Bitcoin, blockchain, and then also the story behind why we pivot our company to blockchain. And after blockchain, we pivot to blockchain. We built a lot of different dApps, all DeFi dApps. We have a Dingo exchange, which is an order book style exchange, and we have Deflast. We have Furucombo. Yeah. So the reason we built Furucombo is that we saw so many dApps on the internet right now, and then each dApps they have different user experience, and also when people are doing the farming or they are doing trading on the DeFi space, they will have to hop into different website and then try to do their own trade. But that's not very efficient. So that's why we invented Furucombo, help you to collect, combine all your trade together, and then within one meta transaction, keep you more efficient and then give you a higher profit.
Awesome. And we'll get into kind of Furucombo and how it works, how it operates. And before we get into that, like, well, two things. What excites you more, or are they kind of the same in terms of is it blockchain or is it Bitcoin that excited you at first? Is it the technology aspect, or is it kind of, I don't know, the ownership of your own kind of money and currency, and kind of taking that perspective? What excites you more, you think? Is it the technology blockchain aspect, or is it the freedom of democratizing like finance and currencies?
I would say if we are talking about blockchain, I would say it's the profit really getting my interest on this, because my story is I sold my Bitcoin and then I have some money, but at the time I didn't read a white paper. But after that, I started introduce to my engineers and then talk with them. Says, hey, can we use blockchain or Bitcoin at the moment as a backend to run a mobile payment system? But at the time, Bitcoin is too slow. Still, it's very slow. And then Ethereum comes out. Ethereum is faster. So we think maybe this is something possible to this. But speaking of the freedom of why we are focusing on DeFi is because I believe that the decentralized finance is the structure of the future of maybe the financial system or the internet. This is the right structure. So we don't want to spend time building the engine system. And the second thing is that I think DeFi really provides the permissionless, or you can say open to everyone, because I think the financial system or the financial service on the planet should be open for everyone. You shouldn't say, oh, you will have to pay like $10 US monthly management fee to keep your account, or if you have like 100K US and then you can open our premium account. This is something like the internet. This is something like health insurance, or your public transportation. This is the human right for everyone on the planet to store your money in a right way. And then I don't feel like government can force you to not to do something, because if you earn the money in the right way, this is your money. You can use it whatever you want, right? Just like your mobile phone. If you want to throw it into a toilet, that's your choice. Your mom cannot forbidden you say, hey, you cannot throw your iPhone to the toilet, right? It's your iPhone, right?
Yeah, no, that's great. And how was that transition from an engineering standpoint, which is going to lead me into Furucombo? I want to know what Furucombo offers, what it is. Where you kind of touched on a little bit of obviously it's in DeFi, but what are some of the mechanics and things that make it DeFi? But one, how was that engineering kind of learning curve to build this stuff when you were like, hey, because we have developers tuning in, right? We have founders, we have entrepreneurs that maybe are at a position to move from Web 2 to Web 3, or they have some ideas, right? Some new concepts, trying to leverage how crypto works. How was it finding developer talent actually that understood what you wanted to build? Or was it relatively easy because you had experienced developers, engineers?
Yeah, so I think we are pretty lucky. We know someone that has been in the blockchain industry for a while. So before, during that, we are building mobile payment system. We start to consult with him to say, hey, can we use Bitcoin as a backend? What about Ethereum? Why is so slow? Can we speed it up? Something like that. And then this person help us to hire more and more backend engineer. At the time, we just have backend engineer. Those person who write Golang or maybe like Java or C++. And then after that, we spent a lot of resource to educate to those backend engineer to a smart contract engineer like who specialize in Solidity code writing. So I think this is the learning curve of turning a software engineer or maybe back engineer to a smart engineer is pretty high. Yeah, that's also a problem of the world now. We want more engineers, but there's always lack of this, and then not so many people want to learn this kind of technology, even though the technology is very advanced and it really can change the human beings.
Nice. No, thanks for that. And I just wanted to highlight that it's very difficult, right? That there might be some devs that are looking for jobs or looking for career change or upskill. And I think, blockchain as a career path might be a good place to start where you can, if you're already a little bit experienced, you can self-teach yourself, and figure it out and tinker with it and experiment. And there might be some great opportunities down the road. So let's get into DeFi here. What is Furucombo? How did it come about? And what do you guys offer in terms of solutions? What are some of the advantages for Furucombo and maybe on the front end that delivers to the end user? I'd like to learn more because I actually haven't I've heard of your project and that's why we invited you to learn more about it, but it's as of recent. So we'd love to learn more about what you guys are building, what you've built and how it operates.
Yeah, so basically, Furucombo is the fastest and simplest, and also the most comprehensive DeFi aggregator in the world that enable DeFi, like we call it decentralized finance, user to optimize and to enhance their DeFi strategy. So what Furucombo really do is we are basically a website where we are a dApp and then connect to the rest of the DeFi world. For example, like big exchanges like SushiSwap, Uniswap, or QuickSwap and lending platform, we have MakerDAO, Compound, Aave, and more to come. And also we have a lot of different protocol connected to Furucombo. So once you get into Furucombo, you can decide what kind of strategy you want to use, what kind of strategy you want to build, or maybe you can use other people's strategy. Yeah,
that's great. And for everybody watching here on the DeFi space, there's a lot of projects out there that have done some great work on the lending side, the borrowing side, the swapping side. Chu, can you explain a little bit why Furucombo actually plays a vital role, or why it's important for a project or solution like yours, maybe to engage the end user, maybe not the crypto user or the crypto user? How do you guys tailor that, for further adoption, utility to bring people in? Because you just mentioned a bunch of projects and you kind of aggregate that. Why is that important for one to know? Instead of them going directly, they can log on to your spot and handle most of their DeFi transactions there.
Yeah, so I think we can explain this in two different aspects, two different ways. So the first one would be if you want to make money in DeFi or any kinds of financial system, you can do it simple way. For example, if you want to have a lowest risk and then a simple step, you can just deposit your ETH to Aave and then get some interest, which is so much better than a bank. So I encourage everyone to do that, or maybe like USDC, right? And this is the simplest one. But there are a lot of professional traders, or advanced traders. We call them farmers in DeFi space. They don't want just supply their asset to Aave and then stop there. The 5% APY is too low for them. So they start to do a leverage. They start to do a very complicated one. So maybe, okay, from the very beginning, they will have so many steps. they swap their ether to DAI and then supply their DAI to Aave, and then you get like a DAI, right? A DAI, and then you can supply to Uniswap. So right now you can get an interest from Aave and also get a trading fee from the Uniswap. This is the pretty simple one in DeFi to get double interest, double APY. And there are a lot more. Or maybe, for example, you have Link, you don't want to sell them, right? So you can deposit your Link onto DeFi, onto Aave, and then borrow more money, and then buy Link, and then put it back to Aave. This is leverage to build a position. So you can keep your Link position, and you can have your more DAI to trade. So there's a very long step, right? You have 2, 3, 4, 5, but when you are doing this, the market is changing, especially the DeFi is very volatile. So the number could be changed. So when you come to maybe the total trading strategy will be like 7 steps. When you come to 5, and then you figure, oh, the market has changed. So when I do the 6th step or maybe some 7th step, the transaction might be failed or the profit will be gone. So the rest of the previous 5 steps is waste of time. So that's why people should use Furucombo. If you just we are basically doing the same thing to help you to optimize your strategy. So you can just add 7 different cubes on our platform, and we can help you to predict the numbers when you execute the trading strategy. So that will be more efficient because you don't have to guess will this be successful when I get there. Yeah, it's more useful. And then second perspective to explain why people should use Furucombo is this is something from the centralized exchange. So when you are trading on the centralized exchange, basically most of the centralized exchange, they are all in one, right? For example, Binance. If you go to Binance, you can do spot trading, you can do leverage, you can do market trading, you can lend something. So in DeFi space, we don't do that. We don't do all in one, right? So you want to do a spot trading, you go to Uniswap. You want to borrow money, you go to Aave. But the service is still very separated. So as an aggregator like Furucombo, so we basically connect everyone together to like all-in-one solution. So you just hop onto Furucombo, you feel like you are just like using centralized exchange. You don't have to go to different website, learning about different user experience, and then transfer the asset between two different protocol. Yeah, you just go to Furucombo and then operate whatever you want. This is something we try to achieve the user experience of using centralized exchange, but we give you the decentralized finance, decentralized structure of the safety, and then the permissionless of the freedom. Yeah. Muted.
How important is it? And it's been the talk for a little bit on the UI UX. It seems like you guys have put a tremendous amount of effort, focus on that experience, on the end user experience. A one-stop shop. You're thinking about CeFi and DeFi, and not only that, aggregating. How important is the UI UX right now to further adoption to get more people into crypto using these types of DeFi, of financial open finance solutions?
Yeah, I think when people are talking about or we are thinking about the future of decentralized finance, the user experience will be a very important one, because from our perspective or my observation, a lot of friends, they want to get into DeFi. They know, oh, okay, DeFi has a better interest compared to my bank account. I want to get in, but how am I going to start? And at a point, I stop. It's not because I'm lazy. No, I'm lazy to explain that. It's really complicated to explain to them how are they going to convert their fiat currency to cryptocurrency, and then put it on their MetaMask, or even have a higher security, maybe cold wallet, and then how to use the cold wallet to interact with the DeFi. What's the big difference between Compound and Aave, or what is Water Connect? A lot of things you have to explain. So they will get lazy. I will get lazy. So this is something that we need to solve, right? We need to lower the entry barrier of the whole DeFi space for normal people. They can just easily hop in when they want to. Maybe, for example, they can use their credit card on maybe Furucombo just to purchase some A DAI. That you can do it on Aave right now. Yeah, so that's the lower the entry barrier. And also, I think the second thing is that because DeFi is not just about supply your money to the money market to get the interest. Sometimes it's about, I go to Aave and I go to Uniswap and go to a lot of things. This is, we call it composability. We compose like everything, we combine everything together to give you the higher interest or a more efficient way to use your asset. So it's also another challenging for normal people to understand how am I going to send my money to Uniswap first and then send it to Aave. They cannot imagine this because when in the past, if you go to your bank and they won't ask you to send your money to another bank and then send it back to your bank. You're just putting money one stop and then they stop there. So yeah, I think this is the two challenging topic that if we want to onboard more people, this is, we call it user experience. So this is also what Furucombo is focusing on. We try to lower the entry barrier that the normal people, they can easily bring their money to crypto space, and then they can easily understand what they can do in the crypto space. Like I can supply to Aave, or I can put my money in some vault. It's something like you're giving your money to the fund manager, and then the fund manager will help you to, get more profit. Yeah. So I think user experience is really important.
No, that's great, and thanks for touching on that. Now, do you so when somebody wants to use the Furucombo application, do they literally just onboard fiat and then start using kind of the available products and services?
Yeah, so I think to onboard the normal people to here and then use it with the hassle, it's our mission. And then before that, I think we want to create more and more like DeFi. We don't call it DeFi product. We want to create more strategies for them to use. So at this stage, I think we separate to three different stages. At the very beginning, it's the first stage we connected to a lot of DeFi. So when we connect to a lot of DeFi, that means we have a lot of material that we can cook to become a trading strategy or a financial product to sell to people. And then current stage that we are looking for a lot of different traders to come to Furucombo and use the DeFi protocol we already connected to build different kinds of trading strategy. So when we think that, okay, this trading strategy is good enough and we have wide enough of trading strategies, we will start to target the normal users. Normal users, when they come to here, just like you go to Amazon or any online shop, if they have a lot of things, okay, I can start to shopping here because maybe in here they have enough of product that I want. I don't want to leave Amazon because Amazon have everything, and then they are really easy to use. They are reliable. So this is three different stages that we want to onboard users.
What are some of the trends you think on the strategies at a high level? Do you continue seeing innovation on the DeFi investment strategy? I know obviously last summer, right, during the boom, we had LP tokens, liquidity mining, providing the pools, swapping, lending, borrowing, all the above. So have you seen, which was crazy over the last 12 months, is that calmed down a little bit, or would you say there's still more strategies, or what's the word I'm looking for? Has it become crowded?
I'll say compared to last summer, we call it DeFi summer, right? It's a little bit slower down, but I think people are still focusing on thinking about how can we make the asset more efficient, like how to use them at maximum. So people are still working on it. And I think there's another opportunity which is fit into today's topic. It's multi-chain. Because right now we have Ethereum, right? And then we have maybe, I mean, in general speaking, Polygon, BSC, Arbitrum, a lot of different layer two. So layer two can really bring some different trading experience and also speed up like everyone exploring the space. So one of the goal that we are targeting is the layer two. Furucombo is expanding, is supporting the layer two solutions, so we can give our traders more choice, because maybe, for example, we are on Polygon this week, so we just launched our Polygon version this week, so it's cheaper, it's faster, so that's give the trader a lot more courage. They have more passion about exploring new trading strategy, because it used to be on the Ethereum network. It's very slow. It's very expensive. But yeah, so that stopped some of them to explore the DeFi space. But right now with the layer two solution, I think people are getting back to this.
And I want to stick on that too, real quick. The various chains that you work with, we can talk about layer ones. We could talk about also layer twos. For those watching, maybe they don't understand, the difference there. Maybe we can highlight a little bit of the benefits of the layer one. And then also, I guess, you opening up to layer twos, what are some of the benefits there? And you kind of just touched on it a little bit, but, you mentioned Ethereum, Polygon, Binance Smart Chain. How has your experience been on the L1s and then also coming up on the L2s? What's the purpose of having the L2s? You kind of just mentioned it a little bit, but the topic of the theme of this conference really is the pros and cons and the advantages to what blockchains are, right? People don't understand that there's tons of blockchains out there, and people are like, why are there so many? Maybe those are consolidate, maybe there's going to be more, but ultimately each one might have its own niche, each one does its own thing, and they have different consensus mechanisms and algorithms and various kind of infrastructure kind of layouts. But in Furucombo's world ecosystem, you guys are integrated with quite a few chains. Can you just kind of touch a little bit on why you started with chain 1 through chain 4 or 5?
Yeah, so we started on the Ethereum, and then obviously Ethereum is the most mature chain for smart contract building, and also they have the most various of asset for people to trade. So yeah, we started from Ethereum. And Ethereum used to be very cheap, but at the time, maybe like 2018, there's not much DeFi protocol you can use, just some experimental like DEX like us or other people. And then 2020 DeFi summer, the whole Ethereum network becomes very popular, which is crowded and then very very expensive. If you want to do a trade on DeFi space, it costs you maybe like $100. At most, I see we want to do a really complicated to adjust my position on maybe Maker or Aave. It took me about like $600. So that's really crazy. That's something insane. So we decided to look at layer two, because layer two, they give you obviously cheaper option of this, and then there are a lot of different layer two solution on the market. The reason that we choose, you don't ask, but I want to share about this. The reason that we want to choose Polygon is because Polygon has been in the space for a long time. They started to build since 2017, if I'm remembering right, too long. And then I think they haven't pivoted. They didn't pivot. They just focus on what they believe. And I really respect this kind of thoughts. So I think they are a really solid team. And also when we are reaching out to them, their dev team or their like marketing team is really, really supportive on onboarding new projects, especially they respond the message like in 24 hours a day, right? And we have a really, really big working group, like 30 people. So yeah, we can get any kinds of support from the group, like in real time. And also their head of DeFi, Hamza, is a big fan of Furucombo. That also brings us a very good vibe to cooperate together, because when we are talking about, oh, we want to integrate with the Polygon, and right away the Hamzam says, oh, I think you should do blah blah blah, and then you should do this first and then do this second. So this is something like, a very good vibe to cooperate with them. And also Polygon, they have some good projects on it, like for example Aave, Curve, like SushiSwap. So I think we share the same vision that we want to provide a very safe and then very good user experience to the users. So that's why we choose Polygon as our first chain to integrate, because it's safely migrate to there. And then the second chain we are we haven't decided yet, but I think. And also, by the way, Polygon is really friendly, so they onboard a lot of different protocol. Uh, I think a chain, no matter it's a layer one or layer two, a big thing is you have to have a strong ecosystem. People need to come to here. This is the reason that a lot of different blockchain they cannot succeed, because they don't have the ecosystem. If you don't have an ecosystem, you don't have an asset there. How am I going to connect with you? Because people are not going to trade on your blockchain, right? So yeah, the second chain that Furucombo will be integrating. Yeah, we haven't decided yet, but yeah, we look at the ecosystem. How many DeFi you have on it? Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It depends on the volume. Depends on the amount of users, the amount of assets, all that plays into the role. So what you're saying is, if Furucombo integrates Polygon, does that mean like you can transfer assets between Polygon and like Ethereum and Aave? Like those assets move around freely?
Yeah, this is a great question. So this is something that Furucombo try to achieve, or that we spend a lot of resource focusing on, because right now I think even for me, like I become a advanced user by accident. I used to, yeah. So it's still hard for people to, when you get used to a layer one, and then when you are, oh, okay, let's move your assets from layer one to layer two. There's not a very good solution right now. You have to learn a lot. What is layer two? How am I going to make sure that my assets is really on layer two? Are they disappear from layer one, or they are existing both? What's the ratio between this? So Furucombo is introducing our token bridge. So our token bridge can help you to send your assets from Ethereum, multiple assets at one time to Polygon, and also the reverse. We provide you the simplest experience on this.
Awesome. Thank you for that. Great discussion so far. I think we've highlighted kind of what DeFi is, what Furucombo does, and not only that, what Furucombo does on the back end to make the user experience very beneficial and seamless as much as possible, and continuing to evolve, like integrating chains and protocols. And I think for everybody that's learning kind of what how blockchain and crypto works, I mean, this is the nuts and bolts of the innovation, the pace of innovation, to make things work. It's not just moving assets. There's a lot of development work, a lot of engineering work. So that's kind of cool. And we got a few minutes here. Couple things. One, your community. How important is the community, the developer community, the Furucombo community, to market, educate, and make them aware of what you guys are doing? Ethereum has been able to survive even with its challenges and the hurdles and all that, because they have a strong community. It's been battle tested, it's been trusted, it's been there's documentation, there's resources. How important is a Furucombo community to you guys, and how does that contribute to your overall growth?
Yeah, I think community is the core of the DeFi, because DeFi is not just about building a financial service and then provide to people. It's about participating. It's about communicating. So it's like community and the Genesis team, they grow together. They decide together to make sure that we are on the right track. And then so. From day one, we value our community a lot. So we have a very huge community on Discord, Twitter, or Telegram, or even we have a forum that you can propose your idea to us, and then if we think that this is a great idea, or a lot of people are chilling to your proposal, says, hey, this is something that we want, and then we will definitely do that in our next batch of our development. And there's another thing that Furucombo really relies on our community, or we cooperate with the community a lot, is that most of the multi-Lego, for example, Uniswap and Aave, they are they have a very obvious way to use it, right? You go to Uniswap, you want to swap your token from A to B. That's it. And Aave, you want to supply your asset, and then you borrow some money, get the interest, right? But on Furucombo, we connect to every one of them. So basically, we are DeFi internet. So we have a lot of different composability. For example, last maybe beginning of this year, we announced a number says that we have around like 15,000 trading strategy on our platform, and then we connected to around like 50 different protocols or cubes for people to use. So on Furucombo, it's hard to describe that. What can Furucombo do for you? It's something like, what do you want to do on Furucombo? So we need a lot of explanation to the users, or help them to understand that on Furucombo it's not just compared to like Uniswap or Aave. You just do one thing. You can do a lot of things. So we have a lot of education material written by our community, and also we have some YouTube video made by the community, and also we have like a combo hacking channel. It's for those advanced users to share their combo in the channel, to teach others, why am I building this kind of combo? We call it trading strategy. What's the logic behind that? So with this kind of resource provided by the community, more and more people can understand this. More and more people can get into DeFi space without the Genesis team, working 24 hours a day to do this. So yeah, I think the community is really important to us. And also, speaking of the community is important, we have some grant on our website. If you think that you have some good proposal that can grow the Furucombo ecosystem, no matter it's a developer way or marketing way, or maybe like a business strategy way, you can propose to us. And then if we think, oh, this is good, and this is something that we want to do, and then we will give you the grant, and then you can start to work with us as a community member.
That's awesome. Now, I'm glad you highlighted that, the community aspect, the resources available, your guys's initiatives and programs to continue to grow the ecosystem, dApp development, and all that. You brought up a composability a few times, and I was going to mention that, and you brought it up yourself, which is great. My question is you're using a lot of money Legos, to build the Furucombo platform. Is Furucombo also composable for others to integrate into their own application or dApp?
Yeah, great question. So definitely, Furucombo is something that people can connect it with us without any hassle. So our smart contract is open source, put it on the Etherscan and also on the GitHub. So if you want to connect to Furucombo, you can just call our proxy contract, and then we are introducing a lot more tools, SDKs for other people to interact with us. For example, the Gnosis team, they have a product called Gnosis Safe, which is a multi-sig platform. A lot of DeFi projects store their company's money on that platform, and then they use our web SDK to integrate with us. So right now you can use Furucombo on Gnosis platform, and in the future we will enable more and more projects to embed it Furucombo, our widget, onto their website. So if you want to provide your user a trading, hassle-free trading user experience, you can use this. And also, there's another point that I think Furucombo will provide our service to more and more people, because for now, I think most of the DeFi projects are money Legos, and then money Legos, they sometimes they are like on Ethereum, we are on Polygon, but they don't. Their job is to think about how to make money more efficient. But our job as an aggregator is think about how to help people to transfer the assets between different protocols or different blockchains. So we are introducing like 2 different bridges, helping people to trade. It's not just moving your asset. It's about trading between different blockchains. So in the future, I think the user experience that we want to provide is once you get into Furucombo, you can just, no matter you are using MetaMask or you are using some other wallets, or maybe you are not an Ethereum believer, you might be other token, right? Other chains, blockchain token. You get into Furucombo and then select the DeFi protocol you want. I want to use Uniswap. I want to use ABCDE. You don't have to worry about what chain they are on. You just tell us what do you want, and then we will take care of the rest. Just like you go to Amazon shopping, some of the items are shipping from the Amazon warehouse, maybe in Seattle, maybe in San Francisco, or maybe it's from the store itself in Dallas. So you don't have to worry about that. You just add what you want to a shopping cart and then check out, pay by your credit card. Rest of them, Amazon will take care of that, take care for you. We are providing this kind of user experience to the user. So in the future, if any DeFi want to hop into this kind of network, like connecting to all other DeFi projects, they are feel free to connect with Furucombo.
Awesome. That's a lot of optionality, a lot of trading strategies for everybody tuning into Furucombo. Make sure you check them out. They provide a lot of education, a lot of options to get involved pretty seamlessly. They aggregate a lot of the DeFi products and solutions in the space, and provide that to provide it to the people that are on board onto their platform. So it's definitely interesting, and it's what's needed, really. I would say you guys are ahead of the game in terms of identifying this years back and building this out, and sticking the course. I commend you for that, because it's just one of those things that you could easily get lost in the shuffle of either being too early, not weathering the storm, and kind of getting deterred. So, I applaud you guys for sticking the course there. The last question of the evening for this, we'll go ahead and wrap this up. Does anything still excite you moving forward? Like, what are you looking forward to, and what does Furucombo have on the roadmap?
Yeah, so in the near future, I think Furucombo will focus on providing more and more trading strategy, no matter it's on Ethereum or on a Polygon. And then the second thing that we are building a lot of different tools for the traders to build their strategy, make it more efficient. And then second thing is multi-chain, definitely multi-chain, because the different blockchain is the topic of the year, and the multi-chain really brings us more options. And then save like cheaper trading fee, or a lot of DeFi projects, they don't want to suffer from the Ethereum. So yeah, multi-chain will be something that we are focusing on, and we try to make the whole DeFi system safer by providing a very easy understanding user experience, so people won't send a token to a smart contract and then you cannot get it back, or you interact with the wrong smart contract. So safer. And then the faster is something that we are going to provide, because I feel like if we are going to stuck on the Ethereum network, it will be slower than our current banking system. Take a couple of days and then spending more than wiring money from the USA to maybe to Asia, like $40, but right now it's $600, and also close to normal people. Because just like what we mentioned, the right now DeFi is still hard to understand. No matter how am I going to step into DeFi? What wallets should I prepare? What fiat gateway should I use? And the second stage that they were focusing on is what can I do in DeFi space, right? It's instead of supplying access to money protocol, what else can I do? So we want to make it like closer to normal people. You just bring your money in, and if Furucombo tells you, where to spend your money, where to grow your money.
Awesome. Well, I think that's about time. We've chatted about your community. We've chatted about the solutions that you're providing your end user, the purpose of DeFi, and how you guys are contributing and making an impact really for everyday users, for us to reach outside of this crypto bubble. And not only that, you explained to us your journey, which kind of led you to where you're at now, but you've had experience in this payment system and kind of financial services that's gave you a leg up. And so again, I appreciate you sharing that with us. This is your first time. We hope to have you back. Where can, if our viewers here want to learn more, where can they get some insight? Where can they, get some more information about Furucombo?
Yeah, you can definitely visit our website, app, or you can go to our Twitter account. We the latest news we will always announce there, and then you can interact with us on Twitter.
Awesome. Well, again, thank you for participating. We hope to have you back or somebody from your team to give us updates in the next few months. And everybody tuning in, thank you for watching Reimagine. I have Chu here. He is the CEO of Furucombo, and also which is part of the Dingo family as well. So please check them out. Good stuff. Very resourceful, I would say, and very important to the crypto space and adoption and leveraging like the use case and applications how it should be. So without that being said, again, Chu, thank you for tuning in, talking to me, and I hope to see you soon.
Yeah, thanks for having me here. It's a great chat about the future of DeFi. Thanks for having me here.
Awesome. All right, everybody. Hopefully you're enjoying the conference, and we'll see you again.